Hey guys, I know I look tired and crazy, but I am waking up super early to go on my flight to Brazil. This is us landing in Sao Paulo, Brazil. We arrived too early to check into our hotel, so we just started wandering around. We saw a lot of Brazilians carrying the Brazilian flag. Um, didn't know if it was a celebration or what the reasoning was. We didn't speak that language. They speak Portuguese here, and it is very hard to find someone who speaks English. So no one could really tell us what was going on, but I mean, we were just people watching and hanging out with the crowd. As you can see, there were over hundreds of people here. It was super packed, super crowded. Anywhere you tried to move, it was skin to skin contact. And everywhere you turned, someone was trying to sell you something. We got this popcorn, ice cream, they had t-shirts. Back to this popcorn though. It was so good. It was not hot like we thought it would be because it was red, but no, they poured condensed milk on top of it and it tastes like Sugar Smacks cereal. It tastes so good. We were walking around for a while. And then people started chanting stuff. And then there was also a guy who started to moon the crowd from his window. And it really got us thinking that we really don't know what the heck we're doing out here in these streets and what this is for. And figured it was time to go back to the hotel and see if we could check in. And here's us trying to get out, find a block just to get onto the side streets. And as you can see, everybody's holding each other's hands, trying to scoot by. It was so busy. And then we got to the hotel, we found out that we were really at a political protest. So there was that. And then we got to our hotel, and here is a quick little tour of this really nice hotel. I cannot remember the name. But I was just expecting like, 2 beds in one room type of hotel, but it was really a whole apartment type of vibe going on. Wasn't Airbnb. I don't know. I really liked it. Had this nice bathroom right in the entryway, and then you come in, it had laundry, it had a kitchen, um, huge living room. And then as you walked, yeah, and then it's kind of a mess because we've already kind of lived in it. And by the time I remember to take the video, it was already a little dirty, but whatever. We had this nice little balcony, and then you'll see like a view of the pool that we never ended up using. Um, yeah, I don't know. We just had other things planned to do. We didn't hop in the pool at all, on this nice little quiet street. And then I'm coming back in, checking myself out in the mirror a little bit, and then we're gonna go to my brother's room. He's already gotten himself comfortable and unpacked everything. And it was nice that he also had an attached bathroom, and it had a bidet, and it had a little shower. And then when you walk down the hallway, you enter the room that we were in, and it was so huge. I was just surprised at how cheap this place was for how big of a space we got. And then we also had an attached bathroom with a tub. Again, don't mind the mess. And then this is me, again, checking myself out in the mirror. Oh, and then this is me. If you know my page, I have tried to do plant mom stuff. I'm a beginner plant mom, so I was just admiring the greenery outside. And then the next day we decided to go on an adventure, and look what I spotted. I swear that says Ciera. I don't know. That looks like Ciera to me. But we ended up at Batman's Alley, and it was a really dope, nice, cool spot, where art was just everywhere. When I say everywhere, it was literally on everything you see. There was like no wall not graffitied or that an artist didn't touch. Hello Kitty, Batman, a whole bunch of different cool art stuff. And then there were also local artists just out selling art, clothes, jewelry, anything you can think of. They were out there selling it. But again, I tell you, everything was covered in art. Nothing was left untouched. Here go a few pictures that I took surrounded by the art, and it was really cool. And then I saw some really cool jewelry that caught my eye that I had to pick up. And then we decided to eat, and I just left this clip in of this waiter. His name is Zombie. He's a battle rapper, but he was so helpful. He was so nice and very patient with us, and Google translated everything we needed to understand each other. They had really good vegetarian burger. These drinks were really nice. And then I got talked into getting a tattoo. My brother and boyfriend just mentioned it jokingly, and then after I thought about it, I was like, you know what? Why not? How often am I going to be in Brazil and have the possibility of getting a tattoo in another country? So I figured I'm gonna go for it. So I was checking out the wall art. Here's some clips of the art. There is the sneak peek of one of the options I chose. Um, I was kind of nervous. It's been like 10 years since I got a tattoo, even though it was going to be something so simple and girly, but still. Anyway, here is the guy sketching out my tattoo that I chose and then going over the placement and which way I would like it. And then I finally made up my mind. As a Libra, that can be kind of hard, but I made up my mind and we were able to start the process finally, the real process. So this is what I chose. I don't know. I think it's really cute. It represents my love for traveling. Okay, and then here's the full clip of me actually going through with it. So enjoy. That was so quick.
Okay.
I like it.
First tattoo in Brazil, what do you think?
Cute.
Well, your first Brazilian tattoo. You have other tattoos.
Protection, okay?
Yeah.
Remove plastic tonight.
Tonight?
Tomorrow is cream. Minimal cream. Okay?
And here is the finished product. I think it's cute. What do y'all think? And here's me just showing off all the little trinkets I got, the earrings and the bracelet that I picked up. And then here's us the next day. We took a bus all the way from Sao Paulo to Rio. And then I'm going to make another video on the whole bus experience because it is pretty cool. Like we had these big lay down flat seats. It was a real nice, comfy ride. One of the best bus experiences I ever had. So check out that video whenever I actually edit and put it up. And if you know me, then you know it wouldn't be a long car ride without me feeling nauseous. So here's that. But I did make it to my destination safely. We finally made it to Rio. And of course, again, we got there a little too early to check into the hotel. So we decided to go eat. We had some salmon, but as you can see from this picture, they don't cook it the way we like it all the way done back home. But everything else was still good. This dessert right here, amazing. Fried Nutella. If you hadn't had it, go get it. It's amazing. My brother got it, but I slowly started sneaking in some bites because it just looked too good. And then we started checking out the boardwalk, and there was countless of things to do on this boardwalk. Anything you could think of, you could do it. They had sand castles, they had massage people. I mean, shout out to this massage lady because we went back almost every day because she was that amazing. So shout out to her. Oh, and I forgot to mention the price of this massage. It was $5 for 15 minutes. So definitely recommend doing that. And then the next day we had a full day of excursions planned, and we started here at the Sugarloaf Mountain, which was pretty cool. You take a cable car, I hope I'm saying that right, cable car up to the top, and then you get a nice view of the city. Now, it was a bit cloudy the day we went, so it isn't as sunny, but it was still a nice view. And then we even got a glimpse of the Christ the Redeemer from where we are. If you zoom all the way in, you could see it. And then they also have an ice cream shop inside, so I had to try this delicious looking chocolate ice cream, which it was. And then this is a wishing tree. So the saying goes, if you make a wish as you walk through the tree, it should come true. So, I had to go ahead and make my wish, and we'll see if it comes true, hopefully sooner rather than later. And then there was also like monkeys just throughout the whole top of the mountain, just walking around looking so cute. And they were putting on a show today. They were coming up close and personal. And then we had a few short pit stops at the soccer stadium, or as they like to say, football stadium here. And then we also went to the Cathedral of St. Sebastian, which had really, really pretty windows inside. And then finally, we made it to Christ the Redeemer, which, as you can see, everybody was going there. Hundreds of people at the top of this thing. It was packed. But I will say it is an amazing sight to see. And here's me being a tourist, taking pictures. And the view you get from up here is really, really nice. And then did any of you guys know that there was actually a little chapel in the back? I did not know that. All the pictures and stuff I see is usually of just the front of the statue, never of the back. So that was new to me. So that was me peeking in there. And then our next stop was the Saint Laurent steps. And as you can see, there was a line of people waiting to take pictures. But I said, forget waiting down there. And I just walked up more towards the top. And then I decided to take some photos. So here are my photos. And as you can see, I don't be knowing how to pose at all. So if you got any tips, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will gladly take all the help I can get. And then here is more art that caught my eye. So shout out to Brazilian artists. And of course, after a full day of touring, we were starving. So this is the restaurant we decided to eat at. And I will say the portion sizes here, oh my God. We thought it was going to be miniature pizzas, but it was like 2 full oversized pizzas. So we had a lot of leftover food. There was no way we were going to eat all that. So shout out to them for their portions because we definitely left full. And then, of course, we couldn't come to Rio and not do a full-on beach day. So that's what we did the next day, just enjoyed the water. And then here is a clip of me getting fucked up. Yeah, the water, man, I couldn't survive in this water. It was knocking me down left and right. One clip I'm glad my brother did not get on camera is one time a wave knocked me down and I couldn't get up. I was dragged for at least 20 feet. The water, I could not fight the water to get up to save my life. So thankfully and hopefully nobody else in Rio has a clip of that because people were definitely laughing at me. That's how bad it was. So I got out and I just decided to sit and relax for a little bit. And then, oh my God, this ice cream picoles, or however you say it, I don't know. It's amazing. It's way better than any popsicle I ever had. And then for the nighttime, this is where we decided to get food. The restaurant was really nice. It was on the beach. It was very colorful. Had a live artist performing, and I'm going to insert a clip. I don't know what he was saying, but it sounded so beautiful. So y'all take a listen.
Sinto a noite, penso em você, lembro como é bom amar. Quando você se for, chorei.
See, I told y'all he sounded amazing. And then here came our food with the big portions again. And then after dinner, we saw scooters. So, of course, we had to hop on them and just go up and down the boardwalk. And I definitely recommend renting one of these scooters because we got to cover a lot of ground and see way more of the boardwalk than we thought we would have just by walking. And, of course, you know, I saw a little shopping area, so I stopped there and had to see what would catch my eye. So I picked up a few last-minute souvenirs since we were leaving the next day. I mean, look at how cute these purses are. And then this was the sad Uber ride all the way back to the airport because we are going to miss Brazil. All 3 of us had an amazing time and said we would definitely come back. The weather was nice. It was cheap. It was affordable. The people were really friendly. So I definitely recommend Brazil to anyone. And then, sneak peek of me checking out my airplane acne that I could feel developing mid-flight on this 9.5-hour flight. So there's that. So we'll see how that goes. And then this is what I returned to. The mess that I made packing, I now have to actually clean up and put away. So see you guys next time.